Hello, hello, hello. Hey, 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 butterflies. Hello, loves. Have I been live this whole time over here on Instagram? Oh my goodness. I didn't realize I was already live on Instagram. Y'all just been watching me sit here and stare and not do anything. So I quite apologize for that. I didn't realize that it went live already. So hey TikTok. No, Instagram, TikTok, and a plethora of other places. You are live with your girl, Kaixa Rodriguez, aka Diamond Butterfly. So I'm going to be looking around in multiple places. And or you guys can just come on over to my YouTube platform and watch me there. Look up Diamond Butterfly, Dymond. Y'all know this. You may not know this. Is my first time going live on Instagram. And yeah, so today we are just going to talk about books. I go live every Monday 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am live on the Trailblazers Radio Network. So come on over. You can also watch us from there. Trailblazers Radio, TrailBlazerz Radio. You can also watch me live there. I'm trying to figure this out. Like, I don't want to have to look a gazillion different places. So let me see. Y'all know every time I do this, I'm like moving things around. There we go. That works. So now I just got to now I figured out how I can do this. I'm going to have to get another stand that's tall enough to put this phone back behind my computer, and then I can just look straight ahead. But in the meantime, in between time, hey. Thank you for being here. Hi, babe. Hubs is watching from work because he is on break. I go live just when he gets on break. So again, thank you for being here. It is a cold day up here in New England. We got snow yesterday. We got hit with like our first major snowstorm. We had a couple of like little flurries earlier in the year. It was gone by the end of the day, but we finally really got some snow. And so boom, here we are. We got snow and it's still here today. Like we got probably a good, I don't know how many inches. We got like at least 5-6 inches yesterday. We really had to have gotten that much snow yesterday. It was crazy. So yeah. So how was your new year? How are things going so far? I hope that things have been blessed. I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you are, hitting those New Year's resolutions right away off the bat. Oh, excuse me. So what I like to do, y'all know, we're gonna start. I didn't start with my my little intro. I didn't do that because I'm live in different places and I didn't know how that would work. I could have did it because you guys still would have heard it. But that's okay. So what we're gonna get right into though is we're gonna play some music. Like is a new thing that I want to do as well. So if you're an artist, if you would like to have your music played, if you have a commercial, if you have an event coming up, if you would like to sponsor Trailblazers Radio or one of the individual shows. I have a show. My husband has a show. We do a show together, and then there are also several other shows on the platform. So you have at least that. I mean, I make 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to say there's like 7 different shows. I think 6 to 7 different shows that play on this platform. So you're going to get some airtime. So hit one of us up. You can hit me up. You can inbox me on any one of these platforms. If you're on TikTok, if you're on Instagram, and if you're watching from Facebook or YouTube, you could definitely leave me a message that way as well. And, find out how that can get done. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to play some music and then we're going to get right into things. Okay. We're going to see what song are we going to play today. What song are we going to play? What song are we going to play? Oh my goodness. I knew a song. Okay. There we go. We're going to play some music from Rage. That's what we're going to do. All right. Here we go. And y'all will be able to hear it too. Once it starts, we're going to go. Here we go. We turning
Turning up non-stop. She sipping honey, I'm sipping Migos on the rocks. Get to 9 to 5, we gon' take a little ride. Even going through hell to the devil that you mind tonight. Burning up, getting high, getting heavy, let loose with the shots. Take another drink, open up wide, let the liquor never lie. You feeling on me, know you feeling the vibe. Turning up non-stop. She sipping honey, I'm sipping Migos on the rocks. Get to 9 to 5, we gon' take a little ride. Even going through hell to the devil that you mind tonight. Burning up, getting high, getting heavy, let loose with the shots. Take another drink, open up wide, let the liquor never lie. You feeling on me, know you feeling the vibe. Hello, baby. Heads bounce, watch it twerking like Jello, baby. Throw it on, throw it back. This is a song, make 'em mad. Show 'em why you bad, girl. Girl, roll the dice in the dark. I feel light. It's your season, add the spice, add the flavor, take a bite. I'm Dracula tonight. You the perfect palate, and it tastes just right. Tastes just right. Bottle after bottle, go until eyes closed. But you don't tell, nobody knows. In the darkness, I feel lighter, I feel lighter. Non-stop. She sipping honey, I'm sipping Migos on the rocks. Get to 9 to 5, we gon' take a little ride. Even going through hell to the devil that you mind tonight. Burning up, getting high, getting heavy, let loose with the shots. Take another drink, open up wide, let the liquor never lie. When you feeling on me, know you feeling the vibe. Turning up, non-stop. She sipping honey, I'm sipping Migos on the rocks. Get to 9 to 5, we gon' take a little ride. Even going through hell to the devil that you mind tonight. Burning up, getting high, getting heavy, let loose with the shots. Take another drink, open up wide, let the liquor never lie. When you feeling on me, know you feeling the vibe. Girl, they playing our song, you got it going on. You ain't gotta work to the mall, but you put in work to the mall. Doing your thing, girl, you put it on me. If you feeling lonely, you can come and call me. It's a stick up, I'ma make you give up. Girl, it's a rivalry, girl, it's a rivalry. You should come and ride with me, don't judge, but you gon' get high with me. We gon' do it. You been through it, know it ain't a game, don't be acting like a nuisance. We turning up non-stop. She sipping honey, I'm sipping Migos on the rocks. Get to 9 to 5, we gon' take a little ride. You been going through hell to the devil that you mind tonight. Burning up, getting high, getting heavy, let loose with the shots. Take another drink, open up wide, let the liquor never lie. When you feeling on me, know you feeling the vibe. Turning up non-stop. She sipping honey, I'm sipping Migos on the rocks. Get to 9 to 5, we gon' take a little ride. You been going through hell to the devil that you mind tonight. Burning up, getting high, getting heavy, let loose with the shots. Take another drink, open up wide, let the liquor never lie. When you feeling on me, know you feeling the vibe.
I'm so sorry, YouTube. I've totally forgot to turn the volume up. I've been talking to y'all. I didn't turn my screen back on. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry because I can't pause Instagram or TikTok, and I can pause you guys visually and mute y'all. So I apologize. I've been talking to y'all, and y'all weren't even able to hear me. So I was saying, make sure that you go and you follow and you like Raig. She is RAIG Society across all social media platforms. Let me put this up on the screen so that y'all can see it. And y'all can go and y'all can check out her music and see what she has going on. But that this week, we're going to talk about books. Well, today, I was supposed to do it last week. y'all who are on my platform know on YouTube that we were supposed to talk about books last week and we never got to the books because we ended up in this really, really awesome discussion. So I said, today I'm going to make sure we do books and music. Is that's why we started off with music. So you want to follow me on YouTube, it's DYMOND, Butterfly, Diamond Butterfly. Y'all know that that's what we do. Hi, V. Hi, Love. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Sarah. I am not ignoring you on TikTok or on Instagram. We're just going to talk this morning. And hopefully, when I look over, I will say hi as I see y'all. Hi, Letitia. So these three books are my go tos every single morning. Well, this year my goal is consistency. So there used to be a time and point when I checked these out every single morning, and I've kind of gotten away from that. I checked them out some mornings and my life literally was different. So the first one again for YouTube is Shift Your Thinking, 200 Ways to Improve Your Life. And where are my glasses? That would be the number one way to improve my life, is to put my glasses on. Oh my goodness. So I can see what I am talking to y'all about, and I don't have to be squinting my eyes. I brought my glasses in here, and of course now they've disappeared. Are they on my head? Sometimes they be sitting right on my head. Oh, here they are. All right, these are my Dollar Tree glasses, y'all, because I lost my real ones. Okay, they work just as good though. Oh, I can see. Okay, so it's by Dean Del Sesto. DEANDELSESTO. This is the book. I know you guys are seeing it backwards. I apologize for that. But it has little different things in there. So it'll give you like a topic and then it will give you some ideas about it or things you can do. So it says, sometimes we don't even recognize when we are complaining. Funny, I opened up to that page. So then it just tells you a little about it. I'm so sick of people complaining. How's that for hypocrisy? Why do we complain? The answers are pretty basic, but pretty in your face. First, we complain because we believe our unique style of complaining is creative or artistic enough to be appreciated. Yes, for some people, complaining is an art form. We all know somebody who just loves to complain about everything. Nothing is ever good. Nothing that they do or that they see, they're just never happy. Everything is a complaint, right? We all know somebody like that. But it's more of a heart storm, a condition of a burdened heart that needs to sound off in the form of spewing hopelessness and negativity into the world that could use a little less. And we know this, especially on social media. Somebody can post about dogs playing in the snow, two babies laughing, and somebody will find a reason to put something negative under that post. It doesn't matter how beautiful, doesn't matter how positive. They'll be like, why them babies sitting on the floor? They're going to get bacteria from sitting on the floor. When's the last time you know what I mean? Like they just have nothing positive to say about anything. Negative Nancy's. And I'm sorry to all the people called Nancy. We also complain because there's an issue, because of an issue need to be validated or to be right, which requires others to see things from your point of view. My husband says that's me. So complaining becomes a project to convert others to your way of thinking. It's an endless battle. And so there's endless complaining. I also say that about my husband. Y'all know we're going to keep it real. I guess we say this about each other. I think I tell him all the time, everything's got to be your way. You can never see anything from anybody's other's point of view. And he'll say the same thing about me. Like, you just want people to see things from your point of view. Hey, Shonda. Hi, Curtis. Okay, where were we? Okay. Then there's the reality that we complain because we don't have the courage to go beyond the complaint and confront the issue or the person or persons in a way that would be responsible and productive. That part, right? I'm not going to say anything to the person that I'm really mad at. I'm just going to complain about the situation. Hi, Monica. Hey, 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 peoples. But most critically, we complain because we see no greater potential coming from our mouths than the act of complaining itself. While in the heat of a gripe, we can't think of anything productive to say, so our verbal vomit winds up hitting whoever's in its path. I'm not going to read it all, but basically that's just one. So that's what it does. So it goes through It gives you a topic. It gives you a topic, and then it's going to give you some explanation on that topic. And there's 200 in here. I actually used to post one a day. I would post the topic, and then I would go in and I would verbally explain, what it said or give my viewpoint on what it said. So maybe that's part of what how I will make this my daily one of the daily things that I do. I'll get back to posting one of these a day. Y'all let me know what you think about that. Somebody gifted me this book. Hi, India. Hi, Michelle. Hello, hello, hello. Um, Married for Life. The name says it all. I think I actually got this when I was married. Um, I don't remember. It says, I'm not going to read the email, but it's Married for Life, inspiration from those married 50 years or more. Hi, Martin. Hi, Catherine. Sorry. So I also used to post these. See? 819. 8 2019. I used to post these, and I wasn't doing them in order. I would just go through, randomly open the book to a page and just post what it was. It says, if you can't change something, learn to live with it. And that would say, hey, Corinne, if it's something, I would say, if it's something, learn, can you live with it? Right. And these are things that, I mean, by the time you're married, you should know. Like, know that person enough. And I say this with a grain of salt because things do come up later in your relationship. You're never gonna know everything about a person before you get married, unless you're waiting until you're like 80 years. Y'all been together 80 years to get married. You know what I mean? But you're never gonna learn everything about someone before you get married. If you haven't lived together, if you're waiting to marriage to have sex, there's a whole lot of different things that you're not going to know about a person until you've lived with them, and until you've reached that stage where people are comfortable to really, really let their true selves show. Because people don't always let their true selves show. And we all know this. We're putting our best foot forward while we're dating. We're putting on these facades because we want the other person to like us. Hi, Donna. We're doing all of these things, right? And when I was young, I'm 51 years old. Okay. So when I was young, it was called talking. You was talking before you laid any type of title to anybody. He wasn't your boyfriend. He wasn't your girlfriend. It was like, who you talking to? I want to know if you're getting to know someone else. Y'all don't do that anymore. Y'all come out the club and that's your boyfriend and that's your girlfriend. Like, and it's a general statement because I know everybody doesn't do that. But it's like, where's the talking phase? Where is don't be calling him your boyfriend and now you're getting to know him. You're committed to someone that you don't even know if they're worth your time. Like, get to know somebody. Let's get back to talking, to the talking stage. I'm getting to know so and so to see if they are worth me committing to them. And that's the stage where people used to talk, ask questions, you go on dates. Yes, there's things that I need to know. Exactly, V. There's things that I need to know before you meet my kids, if I have children, before you meet my family, before I bring you around my friends. I need to know if you're worth my time. Like, I need to know. And that's when you ask all the people. Don't want to ask the hard questions or bring up the difficult subjects because, well, he may not like that or she may not like that. That's what you're trying to find out. Like, this is the stage where you're supposed to be trying. If you want to get married and you're scared to tell the person that you're talking to or dating that you want to get married, because what if they don't want to get married? Then why? You want to know that. You want to know that. You have to ask the difficult questions. Exactly. You got to get that stuff up on the table. I'm a family person. My family is important to me. I have gatherings with my family on a regular basis. Are you into family? No, I want to be by myself. I don't like being me and my family. We don't really get along like that. So I'm not in. You need to know these things. If you don't have children, do you want children? No, I don't want children. Don't wait till you get into a relationship to find out this woman don't want kids and you want kids. talking. Get back to talking. Like, find this stuff out. Find this stuff out in advance. And then at least if they switch up after you become committed, you could be like, oh, hold up. I remember when we were getting to know each other, you said you wanted children. Now you're going to wait until 3 years in to say all of a sudden you don't want children. Like, listen, this is not what we're going to do. And then be okay with walking away. When they flip, be okay with walking away. Be okay with saying, okay, wait, you said X, Y, and Z. Now you saying ABC. Now I can't get with that. There's how they say there's plenty of fish in the sea. Be okay with walking away when the situation no longer suits. So if you can't change something, learn to live with it or move on. I'm gonna add, because this is for married people. So before you get here, be okay with moving on. Be okay with saying, nah, I can't live with that. And even if you married, if the situation flips within your marriage, be okay with walking away. Be okay with walking, or learn to live with it. If you got to make that choice, is it something I can live with, or is it something like he don't never put the toilet seat down? Hey, Carolyn, is that something you, I mean, I can't, I hope people don't walk away over something that petty, but for you, it could be a huge, big deal. Like, right. If the person is not adding something to your life and just taking, it's time to step away. Don't let people drain you. Don't let people use you up for all you're good for. And then, be okay with it. Don't be a doormat. Don't be a doormat. Okay. Keep your love, your health, and your faith in God strong. If you are a Christian believer or whatever higher power, if that is something that is a forefront in your life, make sure that you get with someone who also believes that. Don't be, Christian, spiritual, or you're Christian and so you don't do astrology, but you're going to marry somebody who's into astrology and they got the beads and they got the oils and the incense, but that's totally against your belief system. That doesn't make any sense, right? That would be what they call being unequally yoked. Like, I believe in this and I'm against this, but I'm going to do this. But I'm going to do this. That doesn't make any sense, right? So make sure that you guys are reading from the same book. Or, you may not be on the same page of the book, but make sure that y'all are at least, you know what I'm saying. Make sure that y'all are going the same path. Make sure that y'all are, your belief system is at least cohesive. You don't have to believe that the sky is the same shade of blue, but do you at least can you both agree it's blue? Not one saying is purple and one saying is green. You know what I mean? Like, thank you. Just keep it real. Just keep it 100. These facades that we put on in the beginning, they only hurt ourselves in the end, because we are putting on this fake version of ourselves to impress someone, to get someone to like us. But they're not even learning how to like the real you. They're learning how to like a fake version of you. So let them like the real version of you, or not like the real version of you. And then y'all can both say, hey, Revlon, is this what I want? You can't do that if you putting on fakeness. So this was another book that I read every day, Married for Life. I don't know where this one came from. This is not an author on this, because it's, like I said, it's from 50 different, Bill Moreland, Morelan. So it was in there used to be like this section, like where the cards are in certain stores, where they would have like types of little books and little things. And that's where this book came from. As you can see, one of my dogs got to the book. Like, puppy likes to chew on everything. Anybody got any tips? And don't tell me toys, because he tears the toys up. Like this morning, he just threw up because he chewed the ball, the yarn ball, whatever it is, the rope. It's like a ball of rope all tied together, knotted. He tore it apart and chewed half of it. The hard plastic bone squeaky balls, he literally eats them. I don't know what to do. And then my journal. I have several journals. This one is mine for 2024. I have not used it yet. This one I got from Izzy and Liv, IZZY and LIV. It's actually a monthly subscription that I haven't gotten in a while. That shelf up there is with all of my stuff from like the past 2 years that I don't use. You get a t-shirt. This isn't one of theirs, but you get a t-shirt every month. And then you get 4 other items. It's not makeup. Sometimes there might be makeup, but it's not like a makeup subscription. Like I said, you get a t-shirt every month. I've gotten wraps. I've gotten robes. I've gotten slippers. I've gotten jewelry. Every month is something new. Hi, Nisi. You have it. And this was, I think I got this last year. I haven't used it at all because like I said, I love notebooks. So I stay in the notebook aisle at any store. It's like, where's the notebook aisle? Where's the stationery aisle? I want pens and everything. Yes. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love Izzy and Liv. I absolutely love it. So this is going to be my journal for this year. And I love notebooks. I'm a stationery person. I've got pens upon pens, and I love blue ink or colored ink. So that's why I like blue, not black ink. I don't like black ink because like everybody uses black ink. So I like a good colorful pen. The prettier, the better. That's just me. Okay, so now we're going to get into the actual books that I have. And my collection used to be like 4 times. This is not all my books, but this is, see TikTok, you can see most of them. This is not all my books. This is some of my books. It used to be, our collection used to like span probably 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves. And when we moved here, we lost all of our stuff that we had in Virginia, like everything, clothes, pots, everything. We lost everything. We came to Virginia with what would fit in the car, and that was it. Everything else we lost. So I used to have books from going back to like 2000 to like 2000. I used to have books too, and they're all gone. So womp for that. You love to write. Yes. So we're going to start with some inspirational type books. So this queen, I won't even say young lady, this queen was a guest on my show 2 or 3 weeks ago. So y'all can go on my YouTube, Diamond Butterfly, DYMOND Butterfly, and check out my interview with her because she just had a new book come out. Well, that one's not hers. This one is. So I have 3 of her books. Her name is Shalonda Treasure Williams. Shalonda Treasure Williams. I'm going to type her name into the thingy for, I can't spell, TREASURE. Shalonda Treasure Williams. Did I spell it right? I hope I spelled it right. Yes. Okay. So that is her name. Can I type it on TikTok? Comment. Yes, I can. Shalonda Treasure. I can't spell, y'all. Williams. There we go. All right. So this is her. And I think I have this one upside down. She has more books than this. This is just the 3 that I own. Like I said, she just had one that came out. This is All I Do Is Win. That's what this one is. Challenging today's youth to know their worth. In this book, I believe it had, so it has parts where you can write stuff in here. And she is very good at what she does. Very good. I mean, y'all need to go and just check out that episode. Your own glow. It looks good on you. For a long time, I did not associate myself with such a beautiful thing. Not either perspective. I didn't feel attractive or as if I drew any attention. It was like I was a part of the darkness that I spoke above. Many of my readers have spent the past couple of years working throughout their unmasking journey. Then there comes the part when it's time to face what lies behind, what you have been covering up behind the mask you've been wearing. So I'm not going to read it all. It's right above your comment, V. Her name is Shalonda Treasure Williams. That is her name. That is another book that I have. Nah, I'm not okay. Excuse me while I unmask is this one. Are you tired of walking around with this feeling that you are suffocating and no one can see that you are turning blue in the face? I'm sure many of you have, just as our author has. What she came to realize is that the reason that no one else could see was because her face was hidden beneath the mask. No one that was nearly impossible to get off. So that's that where that saying comes from, that not everybody who smiles or not everybody who looks pretty or not everybody who looks happy is actually happy. You never know what's going on behind somebody's smile, behind somebody's, perfectly made up face. You know, you don't know, so excuse me while I unmask, people can't, we just don't know. We just don't know. And sometimes it's the people in your closest situations, your inner circle, and even they can't see, even they don't know what's going on with you. Like they're like, every time I see her, she's laughing, she's smiling, she says everything is okay. I didn't know. I didn't know homegirl was struggling. I didn't know, my man was feeling that down and depressed, because we got this mask on and that's what we show the world. We show everybody that we're okay, because it's not cool, it's not societal wise okay to let people know that you're broken. Like when people are like, how you doing? Well, do you really want to know, or do you just want me to say I'm okay? Right? Because people don't really want to know how you're doing. It's like we're just supposed to say how you're doing, and we're just supposed to say I'm okay, because nobody really wanted, like, if people really started answering that question with honesty, I think people would stop asking, because people really don't want to know, because we're all dealing with our own stuff too, and even the people in our inner circles sometimes don't want to know. Like they just want you to say that you're okay so they can get on to why they really want to talk to you, because half the time they just want to ask you a question, they want you to do something for them, so they don't really want to know that I'm down, I'm depressed, I'm feeling like, the world is on my shoulders, because then they can't ask you for a favor, because then they feel bad asking you for a favor, right? But excuse me, this was a really, 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 really good book. We've all been through something. Nobody's life has been perfect, and I think we all feel to a certain extent, that we have to put on a mask, that we have to keep up the facade per se, like we were talking about with dating. Take the mask off. Figure out why you even think that you need to wear a mask. Like, why are you wearing a mask? Why can't you be your true self? And some of us who we think our true selves are, that's the mask. Like, that's really not your true self. That's the mask that we show the world. We show the world this I'm okay, I'm all right, I got it all together. And that's the mask, because you don't want to be vulnerable. You don't want to let the world know that, yeah, I have some parts of me that are still healing. I have some parts of me that I'm still dealing with stuff. I'm still going, no, I can't let people see that. So my mask is, I got it all together. I'm just saying. So this is a really good book. So these are three of the books that I have from this author. Her name is Shalonda Treasure Williams, and she does have a brand new book out. That was the one that we talked about in her interview with me. So make sure that y'all please go and check out that interview. She is a super, super, super. And if you are ever looking for somebody to like come to your town and to talk to the women or the young girls in your community, hit her up, because she does travel. She does travel. So this is another book. I got this. This is my newest book, actually. I just got this at a Kwanzaa community event. It says, "You are all that and more." Inspirational quotes, prompts, and a personal top 10 list. It's a journal. So there's parts in there for you to write stuff in. Again, I haven't gotten into it. I keep saying every day that I'm gonna like look through this, and I just haven't. But so let me see. To learn how to draw a perfect line requires hours of drawing imperfect strokes. Inspired by Romar Bearden. And then it gives you his life, 1911 to 1988. He was a visual artist. And then on the lines, it says, name one subject you would love to master and why. So it gives you these little inspirational things, and it tells you who they are by. Defy gravity by mastering your personal universe, inspired by Muhammad Ali, professional boxer, activist, poet. What are you amazingly good at doing? What are you amazingly good at doing? You know, I love this. I love this. I love this. So, this book is, let's see, does it tell me who it's by and how you can get it? I'm so used to things like just being on the spine that I'm just like, where is this? Websites. Books available on Amazon, but what book? I guess if you look up the name, I guess then. Hey. Let me see. It doesn't say an author's name. It really doesn't say an author's name. Published by Essential Education Service and Products. Words Make Us Publications. But it does have a website, renaspace.com. RENAY space.com. Was it RE? What did I say it was? Just that fast, I forgot. See how my brain works? RENAY space.com. And I'll put it over here for you guys as well. RENAY space.com. That is where this book came from. And I also had a, that adult drawing book, that has the super fine lines. I don't know why they call those adult. That's like, how is that calming when I can't even see the spaces. But this one, they weren't so bad. Hi, Jen. The spaces weren't so bad in that one. And of course, I didn't bring it in because I really wanted y'all to see that because I really liked it. But I love this book. Like I said, inspirational book, something, what do they call it? Prompted journaling is what this is. So it gives you a question for you to answer. So prompted journaling is what this book is. And then this book, he was also a guest. He wasn't a guest on my show. He was a guest on the show that me and my husband do together, Sofa Chats, our very, very first show. So again, if you go online, either to Trailblazers Radio or to Diamond Butterfly, you will be able to see our very, very first show. It was Sofa Chats. And this is Keith L. Belvin, 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 Keith L. Belvin. And let me put that in there too. Keith L. Belvin. Before I start talking about it, because then I'll forget. Keith L. Belvin. All right, so this is his book. Our bond is our gift. Our gift. He is a what do you call it? A therapist. And he's got many degrees, as you can see by all the different letters after his name. But he also does books, as you can see. This is the gentleman right here. He's got an assortment, an array of books from Gigolo to Jesus. I believe this is kind of like his autobiography, a little bit. Autobiography. I never wanted to admit I had an addiction or that I had a problem. But when you're lying to others, it's yourself you're lying to first. Yeah, because when you lie to others, you're definitely lying to yourself first. Like, you know the truth. You know you're a cheater. You know, you can't do X, Y, and Z. You know this, but you're trying to convince other people that you can. So you're trying to convince yourself first. But All right, so he's an author, educator, counselor, and entrepreneur. A man will change when he realizes a true love for God, a good woman, and himself. When all three are joined, he becomes unstoppable. Woo! Oh. So that right there breaks the thing that a good woman can change a man, because we cannot. Y'all stop telling women that we cannot make a man do anything he does not want to do. I don't care how good you are to any person. Forget just men, to anybody. I don't care how good you could be, the cleanest woman. You could cook gourmet meals. You could be a size 2. You could have long, luscious hair. You could be a freak in the sheets. And if that man wants to go do whatever he wants to, he will. There is nothing you can do to make anybody else change. They have to want to change for themselves. Hey, Glennis. Hi, sis. You can't. You can't make anybody do anything that they don't want to do. Point blank. And then they have to realize that they want to change. Hey, Fred. They have to realize that they want to change. If they don't realize that they have something wrong or that they want to stop doing, you can complain. You can complain. You can complain. You can say it sweetly. You can say it as nicely and as feminine, like they say. You got to talk to your man in a particular tone. No. You could say it with all the roses and sweetness that you want to. If he don't see, or she don't see, or anybody doesn't see anything wrong with what they are doing, there's no incentive for them to stop. Now, you can tell them, for you are the person who has the choice to say, like the first book said, if you can't change it, learn to deal with it, or it's something I can't deal with, and move on. That's on you. You decide if this is a situation that I want to stay in. But that's on you. And that's all you can do, is you can say, listen, I don't like this. I've so told you before, I don't like this behavior. If you continue doing it, I'm leaving. That is up to you. Then it becomes up to that person to either recognize what they're doing and change or not. But if they don't recognize that there's something wrong, even if they do change, it won't last, because they don't see anything wrong with what they're doing. So they're not even going to realistically change to keep you. Because if I don't see me leaving my drawers on the floor is a bad thing, I might stop for a little while, but my habit is going to go, it's going to turn back, because I really don't see anything wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? So you cannot make anybody change. A man will change when he realizes for himself that he needs to change. A woman will change when she realizes for herself that there's something that she needs to do differently, point blank. You can only control you. So these are just bookmarks from him. Let's see, is this another book? Yes, so this is another book. It's called, I don't know why I always do this. I show y'all this, but it's backwards on y'all end. So this is called Lukewarm Saint. This is another book from Belvin. So like I said, you can check out our interview. Well, we did a little bit of an interview with him, but we kind of talked about mental health. So our first episode of Sofa Chats on, like I said, you can look at it on Trailblazers Radio, or you can go to Diamond Butterfly on YouTube, any one of those two places, and you can see the interview. It's Sofa Chats. He was a guest on our first show, and we were talking about mental health because he is a mental health professional. So we had him on. But like I said, he has several books. So you can, and I didn't put his name up there. I apologize. You can check him out and check out some of his books. All right. And this book was by Trav Cuffle. This was, we went to a church and one of the members had wrote this book. So of course we supported. Let me put his name in here so that you guys can see if you would like to check him out. Now, I am not sure if this book is on Amazon. That I am not sure, but I'm sure if you put in like his name in Google, and the name of the book is The Beautiful Bride. I'm sure if you put The Beautiful Bride by Trav Cuffle into Google, it will lead you to where you need to be so that you can get the book. Okay. The church is at a crossroads. People are leaving in droves. It is far easier to point the finger at the culture conditions, but the truth is much closer to home. The church needs one who will stand up and fight for her. But in order to fight for Jesus's bride, from the right perspective, their hearts must be healed from the deep wounds of church hurt. So that's kind of what this is about. This is, I believe, this is actually a picture of his wife, of his actual wife. Um, yeah. So it's not a long book. It's 200 pages, not a long book. So that is this book. And all right, so now we're going to get up. This one is by a local author. And we actually helped her with this book. We did the layout. Sharina Lavender. No, will y'all people stop trying to get into my live? Spend half of the live telling people no. They're not even friends of mine. Whoops. Sharing Lavender. That's not her name. Sorry, guys. It I didn't even realize that it changed the spelling of her name. Sharina Lavender. All right, that's her name right there. Apologies for that. And this is the aftermath of a narcissist and empath relationships. This, I believe she said this is going to be like a part 3. I believe she said it's going to be like a 3-part book. Oh, she didn't put anything. So this also has she went through and she gave a little bit, whoops, mistakes to avoid when dealing with a narcissist. It also has some spots in here where you can notate which I said. All right, maybe I can do that. Okay. Let me see. There was a question: how to know if you are on the receiving end of narcissistic abuse, and then it lists a bunch of things, and then it asks which of these do you think you're dealing with, if any, in your relationship. So this was like really good too. I really enjoyed helping her with this book, Narcissists and Gaslighting. What is a narcissist? Um, Self-reflection. And she based, she said that she went through, hey Shelly, a relationship that, being with a narcissist, and she didn't realize it. And by the time she realized it, she had been in this relationship for a while, and what it took to, kind of go get out of it. But she didn't make this like it's not like an autobiography. It's just some things that she learned and she wanted to put it out. This is actually her picture as well. So we were really excited to help her, with that process. So that is one of the things that excuse me, my husband and I do. Part of Diamond Star is Diamond Star Publishing. We did not publish her book, but there are a la carte things. So we kind of helped her with the editing. We helped her with the layout and some other things like that. So if you are thinking about writing a book and, you want to write a book and maybe don't know where to start or anything like that, hit us up. We can help. This is also another local artist. He is, what does this man not do? Lomel, just simply Lomel. Check him out on social media. He is amazing. Fred did an interview with him. So go to Trailblazers Radio and you can look up the interview that Fred did with Lomel, Lomel. This is him. He is an amazing singer. He also is a freestyle rapper. He's an actor. He's a public speaker. He's a model. Like, what does he not do? He wears an amazing million hats, and everything that he does is amazing. Change your perspective and discover the life you have always wanted. Perspective, a self-help workbook. So this is Amazing. I am living the life I have always wanted to live by changing the way I view everything around me. This self help workbook will help you to change your perspective and help you live your best life. Be honest with your answers and reflections. It's the only way this will help. Thank you for taking this step in your life. Always forward, Lomel. Like everything he does is just positive. It's just positive. It's just positive. Like, so of course, this is another one that has spots for you to, write stuff in. We're gonna have to get another one because me and my husband can't do this together. Like he's got to get his own. Negative and positive. It is important to be aware of your own expectations. We often expect everything to be pristine and perfect when in reality, our lives are a mixture of positive and negatives. Duality is a fact of life. We are going to go through ups and downs. We are going to experience an array of emotions. This is okay. Life is not perfect. Life is not, there's no way life can be perfect every day, all day. That's just impossible. There's no way. Hi, Alex. Your relationships can be perfect all day, every day. Again, that is just imperfect. There's just no way for your life, your relationships, anything, your own inner feelings, your relationship with your husband, with your children. It's not going to be yay, 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 better roses every day. Like that just doesn't happen. But so this is what it says. Lomel is a singer, songwriter, and a multi-talented artist that was born in Springfield, Massachusetts. Yes, he is amazing. And when you hear his story, it just makes him that much amazing. So make sure that you also check out that interview. So that I've given you three interviews that y'all three interviews that y'all need to check out. Go over to Trailblazers Radio or check it out on my platform, on my YouTube page. They're all through the Trailblazers Radio platform. But so there's the one with Lomel, which is on Fred's show. I don't know, Fred, if you're still on, what was the name? Like which is it just under the Trailblazers or is it under your man cave conversations? And then the one on mental health on Sofa Chats, and then the one on my show Behind the Ayakai with Shalonda Treasure Williams. So that's three interviews that y'all want to go check out. And now we're just going to get into regular. Actually, I'll do this one because this is a book of poetry. I'll do this one. This is Silently Hurting Inside. Book 2, Hurt No More. I am actually one of the poets in this book. There was a book 1. I didn't get to that one in time, but there is a book 3 coming out very soon. It actually might be out right now. And you can see a couple of people that I know, Monica, Regine. She is a local artist. And then it tells you Michelle Lynn is from Tennessee. Patricia is from South Carolina. Got Tonya Woods from South Carolina. Lisa Hopkins from California. Lakeisha from Texas. Charlotte from New York. So yeah. So there are a lot of plethora of authors in this book. And then the next book has even more. There's some guys that also contributed to this last one, which I believe might be out now. So it's Finding Hope, Angela Thomas Smith and Friends. It is available on Amazon. So I think if you just put in Silently Hurting and her name, Silentl, Silently Hurting, Angel, Angela Thomas Smith. That is the name of the series, Silently Hurting. I forgot inside, but it's 1, 2, and I believe 3. Book 3 is out now. Yep. So book 1 was Book of Poems. It was just Silently Hurting Inside, Hurt No More. That was book 1. So you can see book 1, book 2, book 3 is out and available now. It's about love. So yeah. So that is this one. Hi, Deborah. I'm going to also give it to you guys over here on TikTok. Silent, Silently Hurting. I'm going to give you guys the whole thing inside Angela Thomas Smith. All right, so that was that one. Where'd it go? All right, so that was that one. Sorry, guys, I I keep hitting the button afterwards. So that is the book that goes with this name that is up there now. Silently Hurting Inside, Angela Thomas Smith, and that would get you probably to all three books. And yeah, okay. All right, so now I think at this point we're going to get into some. I have just a few books left. So before we get into the books, I'm going to play another track and then we will come back. Oh, that rhymed.
You're always on my
In
mind.
minutes. It takes a. There you go.
You're in my dreams. You're the one I need.
As I lay down to sleep and I close my eyes, I dream of you with me and becoming my wife. A love so unbreakable between you and I. I'm lost in your loving as I stare in your eyes. Destination, no hesitation, no situation can keep me from you. Have my admiration and my dedication, my inspiration. My heart is all yours. I waited so long for someone like you. You mean the world to me. You are my fantasy. I look high and low for a love that's so true. Now I know it's you. You are my fantasy. You're one of my friends. You're one of to see. You're one of a kind. You're one of my friends. You're one of to see. You're one of you're one of a kind. Every day I wake up, I think about you. No one's affected me the way that you do. You're giving your loving to someone like me, and I am so grateful. You are my fantasy, destination, no hesitation, no situation can keep me from you. Have my admiration and my dedication, my inspiration. My heart is all yours. I waited so long, someone like you. You mean the world to me. You are my fantasy. I look high and low, love that's so true. Now I know it's you. You are my fantasy. I waited so long, someone like you. You mean the world to me. You are my fantasy. I look high and low, love that's so true. Now I know it's you. You are my fantasy.
I love you, girl. Forever you will be my fantasy.
Oh my goodness, it was gonna start over. Don't start over. Y'all got to see me answer the phone call with my son. All right. I think I don't know if this was actually live this whole time. I don't know. Maybe I was never live on Instagram. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Um, I don't know. But it's neither here nor there because now we about to get into these books. All right. The first book is by Denise Bryson. It is called In the Footsteps of a Killer. Woo! Albert Kane MacArthur is about to be put to death because of the evil he has unleashed on the world. He was sure he was going to die, hoped the ritual he had performed would prevent that from happening. There's more work he has to do, and Leah is just the person to help him do it. Leah Moore is a freelance photographer for the Detroit Police Department. She was 4 years old when she was electrocuted on a raging stormy night. Little did she or her parents know that she would become a part of Albert's satanic ritual of good versus evil. Something has haunted her through her nightmares and murderous visions for over 20 years. Things are coming to a head and soon. Leah will come face to face with her destiny. Can she survive, or has her fate been sealed? That was this book, and let me just tell you, I've never read a book like this. Like, this is something I would watch on TV, but it is not. I have never read this type, like a kind of like, I guess, like a, oh, up here, murder mystery, kind of, sort of, I guess, is what you would call it, right? This is kind of like a murder mystery. Let me type her name and everything into here so that I don't forget. I should have did that while we was jamming, but then my son called, so I couldn't. I couldn't. Well, it posted that, so we'll do that. I'm gonna get y'all it too. Denise Bryson. All right, so that is this book. I've never read this type of book. Let me just say that, but it was really good and it kept my interest. And I don't read a lot like I used to because now I can't see. When I take my glasses off, I can't see anything, and they mess with my migraines. Even wearing my glasses mess with my migraines. But this was a very good book, and it's not a super huge book. For those of you who be like, "Oh, how big is the book?" It's just over 200 pages. It's not like my books. I'm going to show y'all my books at the end. We're going to do mine last. But it's just over 200 pages, so it's not very big. This is a full novel. So Denise Bryson, In the Footsteps of a Killer. If you like that kind of murder mystery type of book, make sure that y'all check it out. Okay, check it out. Check it out. This one is by Tony Rhymes. Let me put that one in here as well. This was a really good book too. Tony Rhymes. Caramel Beauty. Oh, can you put the B in there, please? My key for my B is missing. my thingy is missing. So yeah. No, I didn't say money. I said Tony. It's telling me that's not how you spell Tony. But that is how she spells her name. So don't tell me it's wrong. Caramel Beauty is the name of the book. Beuty. All right, here we go. So this is the book, Caramel Beauty. This is the book, Caramel Beauty. Caramel Beauty. And it is by Tony Rhymes and Shaylonda. Never knew what love was or how to go about achieving it. Work was always her main focus, but when she inherits a house and land out in the boonies, she has to take some time off. She'd come here every summer when she was a young child, but who would have thought that she'd be considering living here? But being torn between two men will do that to you. Who will she choose? The warm and down to earth town lawyer Will, or will she choose the rough, rugged loner Sean? When she thought that she'd finally made a decision, circumstances will arise that will have her questioning the choice she's made and whether she could live with them or even live in this town. Would she have to go back for good, or would she figure it out? Okay, there you go. Sorry. See, this is what happens when you can't read with the freaking thingies on. Wait, didn't I put? I know I put her thing, y'all. I know I put it in here. It didn't come up. Oh, yes, it did. I'm like, I know I put this name. I forget to hit the button on YouTube. So YouTube, if you guys are a little bit behind with the across the bottom of the screen on YouTube, it says I can make it show, and I'm trying to make it go up with the book, and I'm not doing a very good job. So that is this book. Imani writes. This is another awesome author. Imani writes. It is called Sugar. Let me get that in there first for you guys. I gotta get me a what do you call it? I got to get me somebody to be on with me so that they can do this part, and then I can just talk. That's what I need. By Imani Writes. Imani Writes. By Imani Writes. There we go. Sugar by Imani Writes. That is this book. Shugah. Oops. Sugar by Imani Writes. Will you spell it the way I'm telling you to spell it, please? All right, there we go. Now it is up and now it is going. Okay, so Sugar is has an ideal teenage life and a boyfriend who loves her. However, her life changes at 15 when she becomes the victim of unconsensual sexual activity. Not the word, but that's what we're going to say it. After a year of being violated, Sugar puts an end to the assault the only way she knows how, by unaliving her person. After serving time in a juvenile facility at the age of 21, Sugar finds herself an outcast and alone. She joins an all-male crew, making them her new family. She's got something to prove, be, becoming a paid unaliver for one of the LAPD's dirtiest cops. When the crew's leader is gunned down, Sugar steps up to help lead the group. Everything is good until her past shows up, offering her a chance at a life she believed was out of reach. So that is this book. This is a little bit thicker of a book, 300 pages. This is more in the lines of my books. My books, but it is a page turner, and it does, hey Jay, it most definitely does keep you reading and keep you wanting to know more and more and more and more. So this is the back. This is the author. You can check that out. It is Sugar by Imani Writes. Okay. All right. So the next book is by my boy R.J. Davis. Rhett. I can never spell this book. Rhett. I can say it, but every time I go to spell it, I spell it wrong. All right. Make sure I hit that button as well because oh, what is that? Get off my screen. Something just popped up on my screen, y'all. RJ Davis. All right. Retribution. In this thrilling and electric, oh, I didn't know this was part 2 novel, the enemy goes all out to destroy the coalition known as the U. In part 1, sisters at war, Danielle and Passion find themselves in a collision course over an issue that potentially has life-threatening consequences for everyone they love and care for. Part 2, Wedding Day Massacre, DEA Director Jerome Albright searches for answers after some of his friends are unalived when 2 car explosions kill an entire wedding party and injure countless others. This cowardly attack will likely turn the streets into a war zone where the only hopes of resolution for the U lies in retribution. So R.J. Davis, Retribution. You can check out his book. Again, this is a full-size novel. Oh, and because this book is bigger, so this is a 6x9. This is probably 5x8. So you can see the difference in the size books. This book is 200 and something pages. This book is 300 pages, but it is because of the size. The size difference. I don't know if y'all can see it that way. The size difference in the book. So this makes this book more pages than this book. Okay. So this book was only 230 something pages. 230 something pages. RJ Davis. We were on the same publishing company at one time, as well as Tony Rhymes. I believe we were also on the same publishing. This is my niece's book, y'all. Please go check her book out. This is Trayana Carter, Chingo and Jewel. And this was a really, really good book. I'm not saying it like, oh my gosh, she wrote a really good book. But I'm just saying her first time out the back, it was a really, really good book. Like I enjoyed it. Chingo and Jewel, if I can spell it. and Jewel, right? Jewel. Anna Carter. Yes, it is. And you can find all of these books that I'm telling you about right now. I believe they are all available on Amazon. Trayana Carter, Chingo, and nope, and Jewel and Jewel. All right. Finding love is never easy, but when you find it, you'll do anything to keep it. But like they say, your past has a way of finding you. What would you risk to keep your past from destroying your future? That is what this book was about. And again, it was a very, very good read. This book, again, this is 260 something pages. So I'm only saying the pages because I know some people like to know how many pages it is, but do not let that stop you or like, oh my goodness, that's 200 pages. Like novels are 200 plus pages. Most really good novels, they're going to be two. I haven't shown you a novel that was less than 200 pages. Um, yeah, even Footsteps to a Killer was 215, was 230 something. No, wait a minute. Just over 200. This one was just, this is the smallest one, just over 200. And then remember, like I said, if they're a 6x9, like this book is 300 pages, this book is not, but it's because it's a bigger book. So 6x9, 5x8 is the difference. Okay. But again, go check out Trayana's book. This is my niece's book. Very, very good read. You're sure to love it. All right. Another local author. Let me put his in here. Ali Haq. He is a author, model, actor, and he does some management deep in the game. Right. So this was his book. Matter of fact, let me do that. Do the same thing over here. Ali HAQQ. No, I said QQ. No, I said. Just trying to tell me how to spell this man's name. Deep in the game. Not drop. Now it's just trying to tell me how to spell stuff. Deep in the hand. Oh my goodness. That is not what I freaking said. Oh my goodness. That's not it. That's not it, y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh, deep in the game. Thank you. See, it came out perfectly over here on this one, and this one didn't want to do that. Okay. Yeah, I am definitely going to have to get me a moderator, somebody to help me out and do things. So this is Ali's book. Vona's life is the true definition of drama, if there ever was such a word, from the crazy drunk mother to the all too real family issues to things that go down inside of the church house that will leave you saying, what the F? A big time radio diva, Vanya's married to a man who she feels is hiding something from her, but for the life of her, she just can't put her finger on it. Yet, when she finally begins to discover the skeletons that dance inside of his closet, everything in her life hits the proverbial fan, with an ending that will leave you totally mind blown. Deep in the Game isn't just a novel, it's one hell of a story, which author Ali Haq has the guts to tell. So that is that. Y'all can check him out also on Amazon. Y'all can check this book out there. He is a local artist here, author here. And I'll tell you right now, this book is just over 200 pages. Just over. Like not even 210 pages. So these are books that y'all could read. Like for you avid readers, I know y'all can knock these out in like a day or two or a week tops. Y'all can read these books, even if you're a slow reader. You can read these books, read 50 pages a day, read 25 pages a day. You can get it 220 divided by 7. That's like 30 pages a day. You could get them reached out, knock them out in a week, right? All right. So this is Diamond Cut Publications. In the heat of the night, we were also on the same publishing house as well as Ali. At one point, we were all under the same publishing house. And this is Taz the Freak. So the name tells you all. This is, I believe, a collection of poetry. It says, now there comes a time in every woman or man's life when the freak decides to come out. Sometimes it's in the company of those who have your undivided attention at that moment. And sometimes when you're alone and all of a sudden you just feel the urge to quench that orgasmic thirst. Okay. So, yeah. Let me just say, listen, turn the fan on, get you a glass of wine, and enjoy, rather alone or with your boo, whatever. But this is an adult book. Okay, do not let your 2-year-olds get a hold of this. Well, they can't read it anyway. But this is not for your 10-year-olds. Okay, this is an adult book. His name is Taz the Freak for a reason. Okay, matter of fact, we're gonna put his name in here because once again, I forgot to do that. In the heat of the night. If I can spell night right, in the heat of the night. There we go. That is that book. Taz, not tax, Taz. Duh. Come on. There we go. All right. So that is this book. That is this book. Make sure that y'all see the book with the name so that you can know, remember which goes with which. That is this book. That is this book. That is this book. Go check these authors out on Amazon. This book is a book of poetry. Like I said, I didn't do that earlier with the poetry, but this is a book of poetry. And just to let you know, I mean, it's individual thingies, but this is not even 100 pages, but it's poetry. So it's not a story. It's individual poems. It's individual poems. So you can definitely do that. Add some spice to your life. Just add something different to your life. All right. And so I'm going to talk about one book. I thought I had it. Actually, I'm going to talk about two. NBS Malay. Y'all can just search her on Amazon and put books, if I can get it. I do have a book from her and I couldn't find it. Like, I don't know. I think somebody stole my book. I think somebody stole my book, Malay. I think somebody stole my book. But y'all can search her on Amazon. She has several books out. You can look her up and you can check her out. She is also, if you go to YouTube, if you go to Spotify, if you go to wherever you listen to music, she is also a singer. She's a songwriter. She's a vocal coach. She's an actress. She's a model. She also is someone who does multiple things here. If you're local, she does open mic nights. Also, not just in the Springfield, Holyoke, Chicopee area, but she also does them in Connecticut. So she is someone that you want to get connected to. She's on Facebook. She just restarted her page on TikTok, NBS Malay. You can check her there as well. But hit her up. And I mean, this is a way that you can support the artist. Get her book. Check her out. She's got several books. Check her out. And then the last one that I do not seem to have, again, I know I had this one since we were here, is my husband, Vengeanc. And you can check out his interview, which I think was last week. We ended up doing the interview with him. I ended up, talking to him about his books because, I need to get him exposed too. So he is Tony Wade on Amazon, and his book is Vengeance Unleashed. Vengeance on, usually it pops up. Vengeance Unleashed, and it is part 1 of 3. It will be a trilogy. He is just going over part 2, and then he's writing part 3 as we speak. It is a what is the word that I use for it? It's like a, oh my goodness, my brain doesn't want to work right now because I always call it this, and he doesn't like when I call it that because it's like that's not what it is. It's like I don't want to say a spy book. That's not the word that I usually use, but it's like about this. Oh, let's do the trailer in my mind. So Sybil and Jessica are sisters. They were raised by this agency after the untimely death of their parents. And then the book is mostly about Sybil because, someone thought that they could get away with doing things to Sybil. So step one, or mistake number one, somebody kills her parents. Mistake number two, somebody kills her sister. And mistake number three, somebody thought that Sybil wasn't going to come back and exact her revenge. And that is what this book is about. Sybil finding out that the agency had a hand in certain things that went on, and they were withholding things from her, and she goes ballistic. And Sybil is like, a no holds bars. I'm not taking no names, no numbers. If you're in my path, you're going to get mauled. Period. That's Sybil. And the book starts right off from the jump with her not taking no prisoners. Okay. No. So check that book out. That is also on Amazon, Tony Wade, Vengeance Unleashed, and look for book 2 and 3 to come out. Hopefully this year he will drop those books. Now, and Frederick Beatty, the owner of Trailblazers Radio, he is also an author, also with Frederick. I always spell his name wrong. Beatty. Also, you can check out his books on Amazon. Oh, excuse me. Come on. My B doesn't want to work. Frederick Beatty books on Amazon. And also Monica Reese, who I mentioned earlier. You can also check her out. And I believe her books are also available on BEA on Amazon. Sorry, guys, I'm talking and typing at the same time. All right. So those are all of the authors right now in my head that I can think of. But like I was saying earlier, or I say at the end, I'm going to say it now, and I will put it up, later on. If you are an author, if you are an artist, if you would like to sponsor a show, if you have a commercial, if you have an event coming up and you would like us to mention it, run your ad real quick, something like that, we can most definitely do that. You just need to, reach out to either trailblazersradio@gmail.com, or you can reach out to the individual host or host that you want your show to be, your music, book, whatever, to be played on. And if you want it to be ran throughout the whole, if you want to sponsor the whole platform, then you reach out to Fred. If you would like to sponsor a particular show, or you just want your music played, you want to reach out to somebody individual because you feel that your music might fit in better with that show, whatever it is, if you reach out to me, I will get the information to Fred. I most definitely will. I'll let him know, hey, so-and-so would like to sponsor Trailblazers Radio, and we can go from there, And like I was saying, there are several shows on Trailblazers Radio Network. So it's not just you getting your music or your commercial on my show. If you sponsor the whole entire platform, then your show, your music, your commercial, whatever, as long as it fits with that particular show, can be played on all of the shows. So like I have one, my husband has one, we have one together, Fred has one. I know there's another young lady, I think she does 2. So 3, 4, 5, 6, I believe there's at least 6 shows. If you go to Trailblazers Radio on YouTube, you'll be able to see all of the different shows and get a feel for what everybody does. All right. So I'm going to do a music break, and then we're going to get into, I'll let you guys see my 2 books, and then we will go from there. So we played Rage. I'm going to play, this is my favorite song. This is when we were signed to a record label, and we did this track together. Everybody that was on the track, everybody that was on the record label at the time, we all did this one track together. So yeah, let's play that. And this is one of my favorite songs. Ready. I love it. I still love this song. I still rock it out. So it's called Outbreak.
But guess what? We here. We ain't going nowhere.
I think it doesn't start from the exact, I can't rewind it to the exact beginning, so it starts wherever it left off.
You gonna know. It's time. Paige is bringing the pain.
Yo, Dolo. Yeah, from YouTuber to rapper, but I'm not an actor. In this equation, we be that motherfucking factor. You gon' need backup, yeah, cause we don't back up, no. And if we talking them dollars, it might attract us, yeah, cause we earned it all. And nothing was given cause we deserve it all. And it's the curtain call. We stay ready for the coach's call. So know when we clock in, just know we ready to ball. Oh.
Intro, into tune into the room. Animalistic from the beat like an army platoon. Tsunami waves made, you're just a monsoon. Try to take me down, but you can't touch
Cool, the Rambler. Check them out on all social media platforms as well.
413 represent the another state of mind. Outer space is my place. Too lethal rambling on the doesn't make the whole entire place.
Jumping off the page, you outbreak. They trying to take us down, it's too late. The quarantine won't save this outbreak. Everyone will know. Jumping off the page, you outbreak. They trying to take us down, it's too late. The quarantine won't save this outbreak.
Get back, boy, I said get back. We gon' whip that, flip that, now we all split that. Took a quick nap, came back, now I count big rap. These are big facts, same cat, never gon' switch that. I'm out to be the greatest, if I say it, then I make that. It's money on my mind, so you know I'm trying to get that. Niggas try and play me, but the truth is I ain't with that. You playing with your life, boy, that's something you can't get back.
That. You know how I get back, not never disrespecting that. It's money on my mind, better believe I'm about to get that. I keep on moving forward, got these haters getting bit, man. A real country boy from Atlanta, dripped up and dripped out. The women think I'm handsome. Nigga want the Anna, but the smoking cause of cancer. And the chopper make a nigga dance. Have you ever seen a grown man shit in pants?
Yeah. Shit ain't coming across my guys, it be suicide. You know that. Playing with the guard, you end up crucified. You know that. And ain't nothing changed the way I do my thing. I dropped the 4 up in that miss cause Webber in the game. Learn to run the numbers up, nigga, you dumb or what? Shit, I'm good up on my side, the killers showing up. We so sliding in and out, there ain't no slowing up. Man, you know what's up. Yachty.
I told y'all we was coming. I told
We're gonna get into my book after this song.
Let's go.
Let's go. Ray. We got Pharaoh Bacon, Mia Perez, Stephanie Black, JT Music, Solo Dolo, Rambler, Wait. And there is actually a video to this song on YouTube.
This is
Page Outbreak,
the label.
Page the Label,
Coming at you.
and
Be ready.
then you will be able to see the video that goes to this song. We did really good. I think this was cool. This was my first experience being on a record label, and you know, it didn't last. No shade to the label or anything like that, but everything is not meant for everybody at the time you do it in. You know what I mean? So you live, you learn. It's like I said, I've been on several different publishing book publishers. I've been with a couple of different book publishers, and everything is just not meant for you. You know what you want. Same thing in life. Hi, Steven. You know what you want. You know what you need. You know what you, when it comes to relationship, friendships, jobs, whatever it is, know what you want, know what you need, know what you will not settle for, know what you're looking for, and be okay with saying, nah, this isn't it, and walking away when things aren't just right. It's okay. It's okay to do that. You have every right to do that. And don't let people make you feel bad, no matter where you are in your life, no matter if it's a job, like I said, job, relationships, friendships, no matter what it is. Don't let people make you feel bad for doing what you feel is right for you. Whew. All right. So lastly, we're going to talk about my books. So these are my pre-copies. They are both actually available. This is just how they send it to you when you're doing, like when you get a review, when you upload your book, and then you get a review copy. They put that little thing across so that, you can't order them at that price and be trying to sell them, which doesn't make any sense to do, because this is like the pre-sale copy. I thought I just saw something, y'all. Hold on. I was like, wait, hold up a minute. I know my book is not messed up. All right, so this is book one, and I used this book. Listen, we're gonna have to have a talk about publishing, self-publishing, the horror stories and the learning curve when it comes to self-publishing. We're gonna have to do a segment on that. Matter of fact, let me put this in here while I'm talking about me. Let me put my stuff in here. All right. I'll put it over here for you guys too. Kaixa. No, that's nope. I don't want that. I just want my last name. Kaixa Rodriguez. All right. So if you look me up on Amazon under Kaixa Rodriguez, that is where you will find me, all of my books. Just put in Kaixa Rodriguez and books in the display thing, and you'll find my book. So anyway, this is book one. And as I was saying, I'm definitely going to have a discussion with you guys one day on publishing. Whether you're self-publishing or you are with a publisher. Hi, Paulette. It is hard, especially when you are self-publishing. It could be very, very, very hard because you don't know what you're doing. Like you are, even if you go through all of the research and everything, once you start to do it, there are things that you're going to be like, well, how, what, where, when, why does that look like that? So this book, I have had I want to say five, maybe even six different covers to this book. Okay. The first three, the first one, when I got it, it was super, super, super dark. Like you couldn't, it had a silhouette, it was supposed to be the silhouette that was like half on the front and half on the back. And this is when I was with, wow, the name just erased from my mind. Doesn't matter who I was with, but they had book templates. I didn't know anything about getting somebody to do a book cover or anything like that. There were templates. I used one of their templates. It was easily viewable on the screen. But then when I got the book, it was like, what's that on there? So that was book one. That was the first one. And this was actually published this way. The second one was like a bluish color and it had this girl's face on it. But then guess what? A local author had the same cover. This girl way out in California, she also had the same cover. I had people hit me up, yo, I saw your book cover, and they got all excited and they showed it to me, and I was like, girl, that's not my book. That's not my book. Like, no. So the same thing like with music, when you lease a beat, 5,000, a million other people can lease that same beat because you don't own it. When you're using a template from some of these companies, if you use the picture that they have, someone else can use that same picture. It's just a template. It's available to everybody to use. So understand that when you use a template, when you lease a beat, you do not own the template or the beat or anything. It's a lease. It's available for everybody else to use. So somebody else can use it. So you can't get mad if you go into this club to perform a track and both of y'all are rhyming or singing over the same beat because you didn't buy it outright. You just leased it. Can't get mad if you go and you use, a cover and somebody else has that. I used to have all 5 books. I'm so mad. That is part of the stuff that I lost. I had all 5 books. Like I had each one of my books in the series so that I could show how the book grew, because the book grew from like this big to this big. This is what my book, and I'm sure my first book was probably like this big. So it was like every time I changed the cover, I went back and I read through the book and I saw more things that I needed to add or take away and change. And now the book is this big. The third book, I think the third book cover was a picture of me, but it was just some picture that I used and it was very distorted. And I mean, I had pictures of each book. Then the fourth book, I used a different picture of me and it was better, but I didn't know anything about, and I got someone to design it this time, but I didn't know about asking them, or they didn't offer to like enhance the photo. So the photo was very grainy. It was, the colors weren't all like really, really nice. So then I went back and said, hey, can you fix my picture? Because I'm getting a lot of people are like saying, why didn't so-and-so fix the picture? Why didn't the picture look as good as it could? So then she went back and she fixed it. And then when we came out with book 2, I used people I knew. So this is a local couple. I will call her back. These are people that I actually know locally, and this is my sister. So we use people that I actually knew. So I said, well, hey, why don't I do that with this book? So originally, this was the cover. These two people are local artists. We could not find this person. So when we got to um, the publisher, they just threw a random person on there because we couldn't. I was looking for somebody that had locks. I couldn't find any black people with locks and stock art that didn't look crazy. Like they all looked jacked up crazy. And this is probably maybe 6 to 10 years ago when I was looking. Like they just looked all jacked up. And it took me till just last year. I had been putting it out on my Facebook page. If you'd like to be on a book cover, need a guy, he's got to be able to put a suit on or at least a dress shirt, something with locks. Like no one was answering. Like no one wanted to do it. So I was like, fine. So finally, this is Toonleaf the Rambler, one of the second person that was just rapping in that song that you just heard. This is actually him. He said, I got you. He did it. So this is the final cover for book one. Okay, this is the final cover of book one. It says, Introducing the Beautiful Mess series, a 5-part novel series about childhood friends Tierra, Aquarian, Sean, Charisse, and Vito. Join them on a journey into the lies, deception, lust, and revelations that turn their worlds upside down and refuse to let them go. Up first, beautiful. Tierra Rodriguez, by most people's standards, is living the glamorous life. She is a successful businesswoman who has worked her way up the male-dominated ladder despite being haunted by ghosts from her past. As she juggles life, work, and friendship, she finds her tightly wound cord of lies beginning to unravel for the first time in her adult life. Her estranged mother shows up on her doorstep. Her best friend reveals a secret that is sure to ruin her marriage, and a confession from her boss that will change Tierra's future forever. Tierra is tested relentlessly to the brink of insanity and lands in the one place she swore she'd never return, seeking solace. Enduring the tragic death of someone very close to him, Aquarian Skeen is hurt, confused. Hold on. I can't read it. There's a line going across it. Hurt, confused, and there is only one person in his mind to help him through it, Tierra. Desiring to rekindle their friendship and make good on a promise, he makes a phone call that seems to set off a series of events that takes them both down a path of unfamiliarity and uncertainty. As he settles into his new career, he is thrown into a life and death fight that brings everyone in both of their lives face to face, testing not only their endurance but their faith. With all these friends know to be true, being placed on the chopping block daily, will they get their act together and figure out what path they are destined to be on, or will they continue to fall apart and remain victims to their own secrets and silent fears? So that is, in a nutshell, that is this book. And basically, at the beginning was the synopsis of the whole entire series. And then this is book two, which is Beautiful Seduction. I would read it to you, but again, this thing goes through, so I can't read it. But basically, book two is about this couple, Sean and Charisse. And basically, it's what do you do when you don't get what it is that they've been trying to be parents and for years and years and years, and there's no children. So he goes off and he immerses himself into work and lands up with a new assistant who wants to be more than just an assistant. And she's at home miserable playing the single wife role because he's never around. So she decides she wants to go after her dreams that she put on hold. And what happens when you try to do something that you think is innocent but you don't know what you're doing and you wind up in over your head. So So that's book one and that's book two. I am currently um, just waiting to finish the editing. Nope, the editing is done with book three, and we just got to get pictures. So I've been waiting all this time. Like anyone who has book one and book two knows that these books have been done for years. Book three, I've been talking about, it's going to come out this year. It's going to come out this year. I didn't want to do what I did with book one and have the covers just keep changing. So I've been waiting to find the person, the third person for book three to get that cover done. The end of the year, maybe November, I finally found the person. Again, put these things out on social media, looking for a person this old, race unimportant. Like I didn't care. Like these are not Black books that have all Black characters or anything like that. It could be race unimportant. Race doesn't matter. You could be white, you could be Hispanic, you could be Indian, you could be Asian. I don't care. Like I just need somebody who fills this thing, and couldn't find anybody. So we were out at an event with MBS Malay, and I just happened to see this guy. We were like, hey, how you doing? And talking. And I was like, hey, would you like to be on the book cover? And he was like, oh shoot, that sounds cool. And then he told me his name, and I was like, oh, that's what I got to do when I get off of here with y'all. We changing the character's name to his real life name because I'm not going to tell you his name because I don't want nobody else to steal it. My husband wants to steal it so bad. He wants to use that name so bad. So we're going to change the character's name to his actual name. And now that the holidays and stuff are over, I just need to get all three people together. Again, another artist stepped up because I have been putting these things out into the universe that I'm looking for book cover models because I prefer to use real actual people. And if they're local, all the better, because I do hope to am getting ready to start putting some of these chapters into actual visuals so that you guys can actually see them. So that's what book three is. We're just waiting to get the book cover done so we can get it done. I'm writing book four. I probably am about 6 chapters in. Again, life has happened and things have been put on hold. Me and my husband's writing have been one of those things that we've just kind of put on hold and haven't gotten back to them, between music and my health and his health and kids and just moving from Virginia to back here, going through a depression like when we lost everything that we owned, that whole thing, like just dealing with life. And now that we are trying to put things back in and spend time with each and every little thing that we love, a little bit of time doing music, a little bit of time doing music. I'm also a makeup artist. I'm also a cook. I also help him run Diamond Star Entertainment. So I do all of our promotions and run the websites, all of that stuff. So it's a lot of things on my plate. Hi, Devlin. So yeah, but getting back to my writing is something that I really want to do. I have a poetry book that I need to put out. I have a cookbook that I need to put out. And I have, book 4 and book 5 that I need to write in this series. And then I have also 2 fantasy sci-fi type books that I started writing that I need to get done. Me and my husband have an album that we need to finish together. I have a new album that I need to finish. He has an album that he needs to finish. And in the interim songs, singles that he needs to put out. So there's a lot going on our plate. Then we also manage several artists and we're trying to, get that stuff together. There's a lot of stuff going on. Okay. There's a lot of stuff going on. So that is our life. So make sure that you go back. If you missed anything on TikTok, if you missed it, check us out on Diamond Butterfly or Trailblazers Radio on YouTube. And you can go back and if you missed any of the books or any of the music or anything. And like I said, if you are on YouTube and you're watching right here, because TikTok is going to disappear when I turn it off. So when you're watching from here, and like I said, if you would like to sponsor, you would like to sponsor the show, sponsor the platform, get your music played, get your product on here. I do reviews. Just let us know. This is what we can do. We can help you out. How can we help you to help you? All right, so we're going to play one more song, and then we're going to be out and come back on. There's another show, not mine, but there's another show that plays later on the Trailblazers Radio Network. So you guys make sure that you come on back over and check it out. All right, so we're going to play another song, and then we're going to go. We're going to y'all have a beautiful, wonderful day after this. All right. I don't know. This might be the end of the song. I don't even know. It doesn't start at the beginning.
The moon is young. Let's take to the sky on a journey made for you and I.
Second verse.
To places we've never seen. Take my hand, here we go. Feel the flow up in the clouds. No one's here but you and I. Just hold tight, we'll take flight. I won't waste your time. You know I want you, so please be mine. Our journey's just begun. I'll be your only one, your only one, your butterfly. Come fly with me, I can be your butterfly. You had an effect on me, call me a butterfly. Just fly with me, your butterfly. Up in the sky, up in the sky, butterfly. Come fly with me, I can be your butterfly. You had an effect on me, call me a butterfly. Just fly with me, your butterfly. Up in the sky, up in the sky. Butterfly in the sky. Butterfly in the sky. There's a magic written in the air. Together we make the perfect pair. Yeah. Trust in me, we're meant to be. A message written in the stars. Only
Let me
we
get
can
blinded,
see.
you know.
Let me break the curse.
My glasses up. I can't breathe.
We'll write a new chapter from the start. I'll never break your heart. Let me be your guide. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Leave your fear at the door. I'll never hurt you, no. 'Cause I'll be your butterfly. Come fly with me. I can be your butterfly. Yeah,
Oh, you're getting heavy too.
call me a butterfly.
Getting heavy too.
Just fly with me. Your butterfly.
You are not a baby.
Up in the sky, butterfly.
You are not a baby.
Fly with me.
Whoa.
Be a butterfly. You had an effect on me. I'll be a butterfly. Just fly with me. Your
You don't want that.
butterfly. Up in the sky, up in the sky. Butterfly in the sky.
Oh, that's it. I'm holding.
Butterfly in the sky. Butterfly up in the sky. Come take a ride with me. Yeah. Butterfly up in the sky. Just take a ride with me. Yeah. Butterfly in the sky.
Look at that. Look at that.
Butterfly.
All right, guys. Oh, wait. Don't start over. Don't start over. All right, guys. That's what happens when you have two dogs. All right, you guys have a blessed and super, super wonderful rest of your day. Meet me back here. Hi. Meet me back here every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, once again, if you would like to be on the show, if you would like to be a guest, if you would like to sponsor a show, and we can just do a commercial for you or your product, you can let me know. If you would like to do a product review, you can let me know. If you're an artist and you would like your music played, just let me know. If you would like, again, yeah, I think I said it all. Thank you guys for joining in. We will talk to you next week. And like I said, tune in to Trailblazers Radio or Diamond Butterfly on YouTube. And then you can see there's going to be another show coming up next. Definitely Trailblazers Radio, because all the shows don't play on everybody's page, but they all play on the Trailblazers Radio YouTube page. So make sure that you go and you check out Trailblazers Radio. I think I did put that up there. Well, you should be able to see it because you are watching. Well, I guess you could be watching from, I'll put it in there because you could be watching from my page and then you won't know how to spell it. But that is how you spell Trailblazers Radio, TrailBlazerz, Trailblazers Radio on YouTube or on Facebook. But preferably go check them out on YouTube. Help us all build up our YouTube following. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you leave a comment. Do all the things that you can do for free that don't cost you anything to help somebody else build up their. That was just my phone case. Woo. Because it doesn't fit in the case, in the little holder without it. But yeah. Talk to you guys next week. Love you. Be blessed. Have a fun week. Be safe. All that good stuff. Talk to you guys later.